All right, ladies and gents, welcome. We've got some pilgrims. It's been a long time since we have pilgrims. And listen, we all start off on our own separate islands in life. It's just a matter of where we wish to go and how far we are willing to get there. Was that inspirational or was that reaching? I don't know. It's probably a bit of a stretch. We've got 8 players here. We've got 8 kings. The kings will eventually explode. Well, you know, assuming they don't all live peacefully, which is rarely the case. On Pilgrims, you start here, and then the goal is to expand elsewhere. There's plenty of new land and new resources to be found on a very big map, a classic map, I should say, one of the best maps in Age of Empires 2 community game history. It's an amazing one. I really enjoyed the feedback from people because recently there was a 1v1 cast I did of this map. It was really cool to see pros play this in 1v1. It's very different than a community game, of course. But we have some players who have played before. We have some players who have never played in community games. We have one person who couldn't start the game immediately because he had to, and I quote, dig up a tree for his wife. Yes, that would be Baron here. A shout out to Baron for digging up that tree. Baron's playing as the Turks. And Baron is taking a long journey here. Now, there are wolves out here, so we got to look for the woo-woo-woos. This could be pretty terrifying. For whatever reason, these wolves will not eat these turkeys, but they will eat villagers. So the longer you walk, the more risky this is, and you have to pay attention to that. Seems like Baron is paying attention, and no villagers should go down. Over here, we've got a woo-woo-woo. Over here, looks like the king is on the move. Kings will not be attacked by the wolves, players choosing to build town centers. Slayer 94 has really gone a long distance here. This is kind of a rough spot to end up. But yeah, let's get our introductions in. So obviously we introduced Baron, who's going to walk all the way down here. Okay. We're going to go over to the west, though. In the yellow, we have Elephant, who is playing as the Aztecs, which a little bit unlucky. Not only can you not make elephants, you also can't make any stables at all. So I don't know what type of player yellow is, but if yellow has a certain play style, yellow's play style has been significantly nerfed by the random civ here. And we do have more wolves around I'm keeping an eye on, but yeah, so yellow's playing as the Aztecs. In the orange, we have Koreans for hides. Not bad. Woo 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 there against Palmat. Palmat is a Loey the Legend. Palmat admitted this. And apparently Palmat also is not playing with headphones at the moment. So maybe that's a little rude of me to say. Palmat lost 2 villagers there to the wolves and is somehow still currently housed. So having some struggles here, Palmat. But Palmat's playing as the humans. So might be able to really pick things up and build the second TC in Feudal Age eventually. Over here on the shoreline in the east, we have Cryptics playing as the Celts. And nearby, we then have Labaland playing as the Malians. And then in the gray, we have Slayer 94 playing as the Portuguese. Now, Teal has done something very interesting and I would say very rare for Pilgrims, and actually built the TC here. Now, this is actually your best bet for a fast start on Pilgrims because you can get more villagers very quickly. You don't wait to build the TC. But then you eventually have villagers here and they run out of resources. So in some ways, I like this. I actually think this is, like, if you were a top 10 player in the world, guys, if you had top 10 potential, I actually think this is one of the best things you could do. But I'm guessing that ARMS does not have top 10 potential, but again, could be wrong. I think that's everybody. I think we introduced everyone, all spread throughout. I could see a natural 3v3 forming. Maybe blue and orange and yellow working together against like gray and red and green just because of the positions here. Purple's pretty far away from most players. Teal is pretty far away from most players. And we'll see where it goes from here. So we have time to chill. See what the players choose to do, how they choose to play it. Fishing is such a massive part of this. You cannot forget about the fish on Pilgrims. I like how yellow's even added another dock here to fish. But yeah, I really like yellow's start so far. This is a good spot. Good spot Fishing eco from the main island. Fishing eco over here. Not bad, not bad, not bad. What's so tricky about the fish boom build with TC starting on the islands? Are you asking me if it's tricky to do the fishing when you TC here? Well, no, there's more than enough wood here. Like, there's still 4,000 wood. Basically, since you start with the transport ship, my thinking is you TC here, you immediately get a lot of villagers on the wood. You immediately keep fishing. And then you still have the transport, so you can just, like, transport 5 villagers at a time to a wood line, right? And then when you're in Castle Age, then you start building TCs on the mainland. But you can get, like, a really fast start out here, so... So you could essentially, again, I think in some ways have a faster start, but I've seen situations, also mods. Yo, I don't know what you're saying right now, buddy, but this is an English only stream. I'm not sure what's happening, but anyways, what was I saying? What were we talking about? We were talking about English. We were talking about TCs. Oh yeah, eventually. Like, the problem with coming here late is you might not have space anymore. So that has been an issue at times. So here comes Teal now. Teal going to add another dock here. But still not in Castle Age, of course. Now, Cryptics, I actually covered in a game recently, and it was from the Hidden Community Cup. So it's Hidden Cup settings, but, you know, different elos, different ranks. Cryptics is like 1,300. Had a lot of fight to him. I think there was also a community game with Cryptics recently where he played quite well. So his score is looking high. Also, there's conversation between Cryptics and Slayer. I know Slayer has played in games before. That would seem like a pretty natural alliance there. Hides saying hi and sure publicly to everybody when Yellow reached out directly to him. So Hide's not the best diplomacy micro, but it would make sense for both of these two to team up with each other. And Hyde says, I'm rusty, so I need a friend to everyone. I mean, it might work out. Other people might be like, oh, I need a friend. Yeah, but right now, players don't actually know where the others are. I don't do community games with shared exploration. I don't like the fact that you can have shared exploration in Dark Age and Feudal Age. I feel like that's something that should be earned by at least like unlocking that with a market. So I guess more so it's just like Dark Age, like having that knowledge in Dark Age. I'm going to be that old man, you know, screaming at clouds. But I think the Dark Age should be the Dark Age. And now it's no longer dark. Now Cryptics can determine that Gray is here. And that's still not a bad spot to have a teammate. Though you might want to incorporate green into that conversation. Bring back 100 food, 100 gold cartography. No. I'm not in that camp. It's still crazy to me that that would be something that you'd had to pay for in research. Now, I like how it is. I just, I think, at least for community games, I really like turning off shared exploration. But whether or not you agree that shared exploration is great or bad for, let's say, like, ranked team games, what do you guys think about shared exploration being on with the first second of a 4v4 Nomad game? It's so hard to find your vills because there's just little dots everywhere. It is so tricky. I think if they could somehow make it so you didn't have shared exploration for even just like the first 2 minutes of Nomad, it would be so nice. It's so tricky. I'm reminded of it every time I play. Purple, not only an expert at digging up trees, also an expert at Diplos is great. Only to you. Can we be friends, please? Grace says, sounds good. Let's add purple to the mix. Try and make this a good fight. Okay, so they're already thinking about adding this. And now purple goes to everyone and says, only to you can we be friends. This is a technique I've talked about for years. Not everyone does it. And look at the results, guys. It is, it's lazy man's diplomacy. It's so good. Everyone feels so valued. And Gray's like, yeah, this is great. Yellow says, yeah, this is great. Hyde says yes. Teal says, hey, sure, I'm down, man. We got this. He's like, go team. Obviously, Teal has no clue that Purple said this to everyone. Blue's in. Green hasn't said yes to that, actually, but does go over to red. And they're talking about incorporating gray. I think this, like, already, this trio over here seems very strong. And if they think their trio's the strongest, based on how this game's playing out, I think they're very good. I think they'll work together for a long time. It doesn't feel like this game's going to have a lot of backstabs, guys. It definitely feels like this is going to be like a 4v4. At least from first glance. But Elephant is in Castle Age already. Dang. Somebody says T90 Inc. is a big company. You think he's the only person doing all this. T90 Inc. I am the only person streaming. I do have employees, though, for the editing and YouTube and whatnot, so. But, you know, I don't think I'm going to graduate to T90 Inc. anytime soon. Blue is Cumin, so is making the second TC in Feudal. Blue had a rough start, but is recovering nicely. Did end up adding quite a few fishing ships as well. Remember, kings are out there. Kings explode if they're killed. And so, you got to keep an eye out, but everyone's got their king protected right now. I would say that just purely on civs here, Turks are really strong. Celts are really strong. Koreans are really strong. Aztecs pretty strong. Pretty much all those civilizations have siege onagers. Humans also have siege onagers. The Turks don't even get onager, but Turk late game could be really good. I also like how purple's kind of walled in this little section here. You could feel pretty secure with that. Lane, thanks for gifting the sub to Looney Loser. Looney Loser, I rewatched the Legend of Looney Loser video recently. God, there's so many people here who've probably never seen it. I would love to play it on stream or something, but I think copyright... It plays the... My heart will go on, so I think copyright could be an issue. Technically, like... You know, a lot of people who stream, at least, will still just play copyrighted music all the time. You know, but I have, like, zero faith in Twitch. I think if they ever got hit with a lawsuit for allowing streamers to do it, because it's happening all the time, they would quickly throw the streamers under the bus and save themselves. As demonstrated by the clip fiasco that happened a couple years ago. So, yeah, I got too much to lose, so I probably won't play it on stream, but definitely I encourage you guys to look at it. It was a classic community game from like 4 or 5 years ago. It was so funny. I think it was on, it wasn't Pilgrims. I think it was Migration. All right. Chatter is slowed down, but it seems set. Grace is purple, you with me, red and green. It seems like those guys are a team, which could pose problems here for Teal. Because Teal is kind of in the middle. Now, Teal is building a castle out here. And that would be safe from any land aggression, which is most likely going to come in. So, I actually think that gives Teal some weird outside chances. I've seen games on Pilgrims that win with wonders on the islands, for example. So... Yuchu says, I have 2 audio channels and made the second channel is not in the VODs, and that's where I play music. Yeah, that's what a lot of people do. That does not mean you're not liable, though. That just means it's not easy for them to go back and watch the VODs. At the end of the day, like, okay, big tinfoil hat guy, I obviously love streaming. I'm happy to be back on Twitch, but I want to talk about this. So, years ago, it was like 3.5, 4 years ago or whatever, Twitch basically, they must have been hit with some type of lawsuit or they were worried they were going to. And they basically were like, hey, reminder streamers, even though they weren't doing any type of enforcing on this for years. They're basically like, hey, yeah, you could lose your whole channel. You could get sued, blah, 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 if we're playing copyrighted music. It was really scary for a lot of people. People deleted tons of VODs, tons of clips, all because of how terrifying the situation was, okay? And then... everyone stopped doing it for a while, and now basically everyone started to just, you know, do it all again, right? And I've been thinking about it, and I'm like, why was it a big issue? Why were they ready to, like, freak streamers out and basically not be there for streamers with it? And now it's quiet again. And you look around, people on Twitch are doing it all the time. Well, guess what? If I'm a big company, if I am, like, I don't even know, some of these companies that own all the music and crap, right? I'm not going to go after the freaking streamers. I'm going to go after the company owned by Amazon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay quiet, and I'm going to wait, and I'm going to build a case over years and years and years and years and years of Twitch as a platform clearly not caring about people playing copyrighted music that they shouldn't have rights to stream. And then I'm going to go at Amazon with a massive freaking lawsuit. I don't think I'm too far off. It's terrifying to think about because, like, you know, as someone who really likes to stream, Twitch is it's not perfect at all, but I would say it, in many ways, is the platform for me right now. So, so yeah, you know, that whole thing just, you know, maybe it's a little tinfoil hat, but it is something I think about because I care about streaming, so. They won't because it's Amazon, lol? Yeah, maybe that's it too. Maybe that's it too. But yeah, so like, listen, I have too much to lose, right? I built this up for 10 years. I'm not going to like I'm not going to try and do the audio channel thing with copyrighted stuff that I don't have rights to because it's too risky for me, you know? Hopefully you guys get that at least. So Blue's trying to figure out what humans do, is talking to Purple and also to Gray. So that's an interesting one, the fact that Blue's interacting with them. Teal says living the dream. I have a feeling that Teal's not going to be saying that in roughly 10 minutes when someone attacks Teal. Slayer continues to reinforce this idea that it is gray, green, and purple. And red as well, of course. So that is a 4v4 forming. Obviously, yellow's in a really nice position over here. Orange is as well, but it's a question of who fights with them. And do they know that the others, who aren't really chatting to them at all, are working together here? Someone says no one will sue Amazon as they want to partner with them and make 10,000 times more than with a petty lawsuit. That's interesting. I could see that point. Yeah, I could see that. Still not worth the risk, right? Still not worth the risk for me. Because, like, the alternative is then the streamers take the hit. And Twitch is just like, well, tough noogies, you shouldn't have been doing this, and you know that, so. But it's crazy to me, like, I feel a little disconnected from the average Twitch streamer because Twitch is a lot less about video games than it was when I started. Streaming in general is. And I look at, like, the amount of people with, like, 10, 20K plus viewers looking at content that they, like, rewatching videos and all this stuff that I know would not be acceptable for, like, a YouTube video monetization-wise. And it feels very weird to me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this chatter about random worries I have, which wasn't related to the game, but to be honest, there's been nothing happening beyond some random chatter. Green and yellow are chatting about sea trade. And Elephant's now speaking to Baron about teaming with Orange, potentially. And Teal is letting Purple know as well. So Baron seems to be the one that people goes to with their problems. But yeah, Teal's basically like, I'm pretty sure Red's about to attack me. Now, I would say that it makes sense for you, Teal. Everyone wants more allies to maybe say something to Red. Reach out and say, hey, I see you're building up. What's the deal there? And who knows? Maybe you could start something special here. But unfortunately, being in the middle just really has not... It doesn't make me all that confident that Teal's going to survive very long. But hey, thank you to that one fat guy, 1987. Thank you for the 6 months. Now, again, that one thing for Teal is this, right? Like, Teal is it actually has an economy out here. Now, other people have villagers, right? So I guess it's still eco, but there's at least the king is out there. That is really smart. Baron says red seems like a big threat to everybody. And Arms continues to say, I know red will go for me. So maybe is drop the archer ranges to make some elephant archers. But from what I can see, red's got the build-up. Red's got the castles. Red might be ready to make a play sooner than teal is prepared for. Help versus who? This is to gray. Yeah, and Slayer says... So Slayer seems to think that purple's in the team. Purple has been talking to everyone. Purple's in a nice position diplomatically because everyone thinks that purple's is their friend. So Slayer says, for now we need red. We will work with him for help. Purple said help against who? And gray says the other half. Because they're worried that the other side, right, is teaming. And this is their strong side. They've got elephant over here. They've got hides. I mean, Koreans and Aztecs, both really, really strong civilizations. Humans actually in their own right can be pretty strong as well. But there's a couple players in Imp. So the worry begins. Now, what I find interesting is that green is trading with yellow. That is a very unique alliance right there. Green has also not been very chatty. Neither is yellow, to be honest. But the fact that those two players are trading right now makes me think there might be, some type of teamwork potential there. And, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Someone said Teal's king is not garrisoned. Oh, it is now. It is now. I wonder if green was making navy for that. That could just be to control the trade. T90 missed purple asking everyone, both teams, who to go for first. Did I miss that? Well, purple also did the I'm friends with everyone technique. So, yeah, that purple's current situation is all stemming from that message. I love that, dude. Because, guys, there's no way, if you do it right, there is no way for them to know that you did that. So when you're chatting, what you don't want to do is use the star and then chat because it'll say all. So it makes it very obvious you sent the message to everyone. But if you go to the chat settings at the top right and just select everyone and then type it out, it will come as a message that was sent directly to them. Won't do it. He is my ally. Sup, Orange, thanks. Why did yellow say, won't do it, he's my ally? Yellow said that, sorry. You see how this randomly came in? Nah, won't do it, he is my ally. Is that a strategy from yellow? To make it seem like he's trying to be convinced to kill somebody here? Green says he's going to go water. Seemed like some mind games there. Purple says, sure. Who's our team right now? Purple is putting feelers out there to figure out the situation right now. Last time we asked the question of Gray, Gray said the other half of the lobby. That's not very specific. And now Yellow says, hey, Perp, can you build a market in your corner? Guys, I'm getting really excited about Purple's position. Because, like, Purple, let's be honest, okay? Not one of the stronger players here. Only 80 villagers. Low score. But, I mean, good enough with good diplomacy to maybe make some interesting things happen here. And no one has any incentive to kill Purple because Purple has the corner, which is helpful for trade. And Purple has said specifically to them, as far as they think, I am only your friend, or you are my team. Okay. So, definitely the chat micro has been fantastic here. Only to you, Yellow. Maybe we should kill Blue, says Hides. Now, I think that would be a mistake from what I know. Blue has not been very chatty to them. Blue did say before that he was a Loila legend. But I think killing Blue means they have one less person to fight with. Based on how I think this game will go. Still very curious if Red will attack Teal, though. It's been a big, boomy game. Pool Gaddy, the players obviously could load up the stream. We're like 3 minutes behind live time in every game we cast, though, so Like, for example, let's say purple's about to be sniped. Oh my god! Cryptix is here with Woad Raiders and Petard! You know, they can't listen and hear the moment that crucial thing is happening because I'm always 3 minutes behind. So, just, you know, remember, look at what time it is. Remember this very moment. And then in 3 minutes, think about, you know, how much information could really be gained. There, of course, is always some information. Full Gaddy says T90, but they would know Purple's scheme. Yeah, but that would require people to be lame and not have a good time with the spirit of the game. And nobody wants that. Right? Like, it would be extremely obvious. What are they going to say? Guys, Purple's playing both sides. You know, it would be extremely obvious and it would suck. So, thankfully, it's not a big issue for us. Okay, Gray says they planning a move on someone. Be careful. And they are planning a move right now. Hey, guys, only to yellow, blue, and purple. Want a group. Oh, blue said sounds good and said it to Gray by mistake. And Gray noticed that. Says they're planning a move on someone. And red says I'm planning a move too. I'm thinking teal to get space. And Slayer says yellow didn't change chat. He's asking about red and green. Oh, yellow screwed up the chat too. Oh, ooh, information was gained. Information was gained. It is getting very, 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 very cramped, shall we say. Also, green has made a massive freaking navy. Green's got 80 ships. Oh, that's nice. Yellow, who's Aztecs and gets extra gold for a relic, is going to actually give a relic to his teammate here. Look at this. Okay, so teal is reaching out to red and says, what's the plan, chief? Cryptix will take this the wrong way when he hears this, but I take Cryptix as someone who's going to appreciate that compliment. Listen, sometimes you've got to stroke someone's ego a little bit, you know? And Cryptix was already thinking about killing teal, but you call him a chief. You don't just say, what's the plan? Well, then maybe he's still going to kill you anyways. My theory was that would change his mind. But he's got a heart of stone. And he says, I'm ready to go on teal right after he was called chief. So, never mind. Green says ready too. Oh, boy. Oh, green's got a massive navy. Oh, I thought that was a wonder for a second. That is a Feitoria out there for the Portuguese player. Teal says good talk. Red hasn't responded. Grace also says ready to back you, Red. This might be the end for Teal. And Teal says, yep, I'm screwed. Red ignoring me. Yeah. Listen, if you talk to the person before you kill them, it adds to the guilt that you will feel. So sometimes it's best just not to look them in the eye and make the deed as quickly as possible. Here we go. Elephant is offering his daughter in marriage to his teammate Hides. They are going to have a party on the island, apparently, for this wedding. We'll keep you updated there. Oh my god! The organ guns flatten the chakrams! And, well, Teal saw it coming, and Teal has absolutely no help. And this is a coordinated effort with 3 players up against 1. Arm says, help man, I'm GG, says it's to purple. It does not make sense for purple to get his, you know, self involved. And, you know, the only thing I could say is it's unfortunate position for teal. And maybe more attempts at chatter with red early in the game. Like, hey, I have a plan. This is what I want to do. If you think it's going to be bad for you, don't just let it happen. But, you know, purple is just realizing that teal's going to go down. And, well, teal is actually leaving the island. Now, guys, if the king would have been here this whole time, the king could have been killed. There could have been an explosion that could maybe have affected red. If teal thinks this game is over, and this is why we do exploding kings, it's very possible that there could be an explosion which could affect red. Green, though, has turned on teal as well and is looking for that king. Teal says, I'll do it for the team. That was so unfair. No orange against me. I don't know exactly what that means, but I think doing it for the team means that Arms is going to try and detonate this king at red's base right now. which is maybe doable. I don't think green knows. Like, green does not see the king here anymore. Blue's got the stables prepped with the humans, has a lot of step lancers ready to step, making some kip checks too. Will Teal make the move, or will Teal try and recover? Like, maybe Teal could just exist out here and try and be forgotten about. Because sometimes these aggressive players, they don't want to wait around too much, and they want to move on to the next target. Red might make a move against blue. Teal says OMG and signals over here. And just says everyone against me. Yep. Now, Teal is only saying this to purple. Everyone's not against Teal, by the way. There's still some allies. And now Elephant is addressing the elephant in the room, which is not him, but it is actually Red. And says, Red is too powerful. He just killed Teal. We have to make a move. Now, this is to purple. This is to blue. We know Orange is on board because Orange married off his daughter or married the daughter and is, you know, we could focus on that love story later if there's less war and bloodshed. But for now, I'm just wondering, does purple end up supporting a cause here? Purple is in the unique position of being on both teams, essentially, and is receiving chatter from both sides. It's always fun when this happens. Teal's not giving up yet. Oh, God, but green is here. Yeah, Teal, you've got to run. No one wants to go out this way, but the only thing you can really do now is make them pay. And Arms says, every single game I get teamed on. Still only saying this to purple. King's still alive, though. Will Arms have it in him to accept his death and run that king over here? I mean, he could kill so much. He could damage his team massively. Hides and Yellow are a pretty good team here. Only 2 Yellow. We shall go to the end, and then we can decide if we go that far. Elephant says yes. And Cryptic says, where's the next train going? Steam engine doesn't stop. We've got it choo-choo ready to go here with the Celt Rams. Slayer says, blue with us. Red says no, and he says, then he next. But Pal Matt is ready to pow you! Get poked! Huh? Oh, he didn't turn on gray yet. Awkward, 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 awkward. Excuse me, excuse me. Now we poke. Okay, gray is just a spectator. The Step Lancers are owning the Woad Raiders so far. Gray is still a spectator. Teal is still fleeing with the king. Gray is still not turned. Green can't find Teal's king. And if I were red, I'd be really suspicious right now. I would be so suspicious. And now gray turns. Now, it might look like he turns because he was called out. And now blue, of course, is going to turn on gray. And maybe both of them wanted to be friends here. I don't know. They were chatting a little bit before. But sometimes you just got to fight with those that are close to you. And that's what blue's going to have to do. Still wondering what that means for purple, though. What side does he choose? What you want to do here, guys, is you want to wait as long as possible to choose a side. But if you wait too long, it becomes obvious you're not supporting your team, and then they'll hate you. So the timing's critical. Here's the king for Teal. So Teal wants to survive. Teal does not want to use the king on someone. Teal wants to survive. Yo, we've got Jags. And then purple has chosen a side. Purple is fighting against blue. Well, this is going to be a lot of gunpowder here. Gunpowder is incredibly strong. And, oh god, but it's incredibly weak against siege. Elephant has siege onagers. Say goodbye to the organ guns. And the Janissaries might be next. See, purple has not... Purple is fighting blue, but no one else. But you can't... You have to pick a whole team if you're purple. Unless you communicate ahead of time, of course. Green's going to turn on blue. Going to turn on orange. Going to turn on yellow. Exactly. Green still has a lot of navy out there. I expect an attack round here from yellow. They seem confused. The only one purple is attacking is blue. Now, a lot of this... Remember, blue said that they were low elo legends? Sorry, purple said that too, but that's who I meant. Both players actually did. So this will be a tough choice for purple, confidence-wise. Yellow is demanding that purple ally blue. Oh, God. Cryptic says, Gray, what's up with the petards in my castle? Wait, what? Oh, Gray is petards and cav archers inside of Cryptic's castle. Okay, pause. Pause. So, I have a memory of Slayer 94 being in a game where this happened before. I don't remember if Slayer did this or if a player in the game did this. This is an experienced move. You sneak into an ally's castle. That way you could just be in their base when you make the turn. Red just called out Gray. Obviously knows that at this point, the game is over. Sorry. Obviously knows at this point, not that the game's over, but that Gray is going to turn. So Gray decides, I'm just going to make my move now, or he's going to leave. He's got two choices, but this would totally ruin the alliance, I would say. And right now, Elephant says, we need him. Later we can get him. Look at red and green. Who are they talking about? Oh, purple's talking about blue. Yeah, but purple just doesn't want to be up against 4 people at once. That's the problem. Purple has been very happy playing both sides. And purple's actually trading this way. Oh! Oh! What did you just do, Hides? Hides killed Teal's king. He declared war on Teal. Teal was just chilling in here. And now Hides is going to explode his own base. Oh, God. I don't think Teal was going to use that maliciously. He just wanted to be safe. And now the explosion's going to... Oh, man. All the towers, the base. Orange is on the move. Orange should survive, but... Oh, God. I mean, talk about clearing up space for trade, though. I think Hides, with a bit of a mistake there, sometimes you just got to let that king be. But maybe he was threatened by it. Arms is out of the game. The sad thing is, for Arms, I think, is that Arms didn't use it on the people who attacked him, I think it's very difficult to accept that you're going to die. The beauty of Exploding Kings, though, is that you have a way of making someone pay. And maybe it would have been impossible for Arms to make it over there. Okay, so Purple has to make a decision. Both teams are telling Purple to pick a side. A king is dead. Wait, where did it die? Oh, God! Clear the battlefield! Clear the battlefield! Blue made a mistake! The king was sent into the battle by mistake. Clear the battlefield! They're so confused right now. But blue's out of the game, and the Janissaries will probably die. All of yellow's units are going to go down. Stay out of here, guys. Stay away. Man, the explosion's just crazy. So what happened there, most likely, is that he had his king in a castle, and he set the rally point forward to send military forward. And the king went right into the battle. Purple, after losing that expensive army, just says, ooh, more pop space. Okay. Well... Blue, prior to that, I think it turned on orange and yellow as well. Now, basically, it's Elephant and Hides and maybe Purple against the other 3 in the East. The East are in a very strong position. And I think that Baron should team with the East. Baron should not fight for yellow and orange now. Now, I think Hides and Elephant should be speaking to Purple, but also maybe talking to someone over here. The other thing is, if you stay alive long enough from the perspective of the West, eventually this distrust between gray and red is going to lead to fights. Right? Like, Cryptics basically was like, why did you do that? Gray left, and that's the end of it. It'd be so funny if Gray put those units, like, in Green's castle or something. Yeah, Purple always has the trading quarter. It's a very good point. You can't always trade on water too, though, which still players continue to do. Look at the stockpiles. 11,000 gold for Elephant. It's crazy. Hides should have the trade set up. Siege onagers as well out here for Elephant. The only one with siege onager researched. Purple is like, I've never been more popular. I wanted to combine that with purple and made it purpular. New words forming.
Yes.
Red turns on yellow. I thought that was already the case, so no big surprise. And I like... Cryptix seems to be a very team-focused player here. Oh! Oh, great micro from... Man, I know why they did it balance-wise, but the lack of damage that organ guns have against siege feels so unnatural. There's like 50 units shooting one siege onager. But yeah, you get like 3 or 4 big siege onager shots, and they can change the game. All right, purple, pick a side. To me, it seems like purple is going to turn on the 2. Just makes sense. Strength in numbers. All right. Let's see. Oh, okay. Splits off a lower group. That's smart. That way you don't lose the whole army. Okay. This is... Oh, God. This is going to lead to a lot of dead bodies. Oh, no. Oh, it's a disaster for red. It might be a disaster for anyone who tries to get close to these siege onagers. And if yellow and orange can hold, I swear to God, I've seen it before, guys. This has all the makings of the others realizing they can't break yellow and orange easily and eventually turning on each other. And down goes purple. Yellow says, purple, we need you. Please stop. That's interesting. You could easily be angry, but to go back to him and say, please stop, and still be willing to work with him, that takes some character. Have not made a lot of progress here. And purple now allies with them! Purple now allies with them! What? That's sick Diplo from Elephant. Guys, I saw a game last week where someone didn't get a relic, and they fought tooth and nail for 2 hours to kill that guy because of 1 relic, okay? Purple betrayed these people and is attacking these people with a stronger team. And still they're like, hey, listen, purple, we need you. It's all good. That's really good diplomacy right there. Yellow seems to know win conditions too. We can all kill them together. We just need trade. Perp just to use is great. Don't try anything yet. Let me deal with them when the time comes. Just help us win. Okay, so Gray's thinking like long term, it's going to be him and purple, and green and red are going to be killed off. Interesting. And purple says insurance. I'm not sure what that's about. But yeah, like the Eastern team, because they think they should have the easy win with more players, they're already thinking ahead about how they can get ahead and win without their team. It's tricky to get that timing right. Someone said purple has petards. Well, there's one petard just chilling there. All right. Now, Jags, like this composition is just so freaking good against Celts. The Celts would really need their own siege. The Jags beat Woad Riders, and then the Siege Onagers kill the Gunpowder. Like this is not good at all for Cryptix. Woad Riders are speedy, though, so able to snipe a lot of the siege, which is smart. It could have been worse for him, but all the Rams are going to go down. Gray's going to go down, and I'm telling you, Hides an Elephant with all this siege. Really in a nice position here. And expect the Rams not to make too much progress. Still very curious on what green will do. Oh, wait. Guys, purple has Janissaries and petards in Cryptix's castle now. What? Everyone keeps doing this to this guy. Wait. Memory. Critical memory unlocked. Wasn't Cryptix the guy who had the wonder in the eastern corner in that game a week or two ago? And he like had a wonder there, right? And I forget which player it was, but a player had a bunch of petards ready to take out his wonder. That game hit YouTube the other day. Okay, so This is a theme. I don't know why. Maybe these people saw the video too, and they're like, "Oh man, we could make this happen against this guy." But they're doing it again. I mean, he did also in that particular game that hit YouTube. He like called the guy out. He's like, "Why do you have petards here?" And then he didn't attack him. And then here in this game, he asked Gray. Gray just moved him, and he still didn't attack him. So I guess maybe they realized he has a tolerance for it. Yeah, it was the western corner. Yeah, it was OG Straggler Tree. True. Thank you. Great memory, guys. You guys probably already picked up on that. Okay, hold on. Purple says, you should notice my petards are gone. Trust established. And his Cryptix gets rocked by Siege Onager shots again. Cryptix says, really? Now, I saw the petards were there. People are calling me blind. Oh, because the king has died! What? Wait, what? How? Huh? What happened? Oh! Baron did the same thing! Yo, this is really difficult. You can only fit so many units inside the tower, and the king was already in there. What? What a snipe. I mean, guys, he only had enough petards to eject the king. He didn't even take out the tower, and the king goes down. Baron dug up a tree for his wife and was a little late to the game. What a beast. And he deletes the evidence. He can't delete the turkey, so he's going to try and give the turkey to the guy, but he can't take it because he's dead. That's interesting. And there will be an explosion. This explosion will not affect yellow much. And, oh, man. I think... Oh, now purple turns on yellow. And yellow must know now. And oh god, and now gray's gonna turn on green. Everything's falling apart. He didn't have enough petards. He didn't have enough petards. How much damage are these cav archers really gonna do? It's close, guys. Green needs to realize fast. Gray's like, hopefully this is enough. Oh! Ah! The king runs! Run! Cav archers don't have a lot of upgrades available. They're very slow. Oh, he's misclicked. The pressure. Can he see it? He didn't see it. He missed it. And green escapes. Oh, okay. So the eastern team's going to fall apart a little bit. Slayer and Labaland are definitely going to be going at it here. Which means they will not be pushing yellow, which gives yellow some time to chill. The king right now for green should survive. All the cav archers go down. And there's no explaining that one away. You have to fight it out now at this point. Gray's coming over, realizing that. Look at purple. Purple even says, who after yellow, question mark. Because he realizes he doesn't have the help right now. Green says, what are you doing, Gray? This is Gray. Little word of advice from a Diplomaster. Say misclick. He doesn't say misclick. He says, trying to win. Unfortunately, I'm bad. Okay. That's funny. Oh, God. Wait, what's attacking the TC? More petards! Gray has failed again! No! What? Oh, no. Ah, if only he had a couple more units. Organ guns are going to be tough to deal with, though. Elite organ guns are really strong. King is still exposed for green. Green doesn't have many areas of safety. Yellow says, Perp, you know you're the next target, right? And purple says, guys, we go green next. Saying this to red. And red agrees. So now green's got... Wow, green's going to have everyone against him. And now green needs to get out of here. I mean, green's top scorer. Green has been trading. I wanted to bring this up. I think that trade on water is always important. But green is going to be completely cleared up here. Purple goes back to yellow and says, yeah, I know. And Elephant's like, well, do you want to be first place? Then I'll help you. Yeah, and he clarifies that. So yellow realizes he needs an ally. I mean, purple's got it made in the shade, guys. He's got it made in the freaking shade. He has the corner locked down. Everyone is working with him, trading through him. It's just incredible. And he says, dude, I mean you no harm. I got a cheap snipe. Yeah, so now he's going to make sure yellow doesn't attack him as well. This is a great Diplo game from purple. Friends again. Boom. He's going to be friends with everybody. And now everyone's focused on green. And I guess the key would be once green is killed off, if green is killed off, will everyone agree with what purple thinks is best next? Yellow says, which one do you want to snipe first? I can help create chaos. Yellow obviously has to agree with purple here. He needs to work with a teammate. Made in the shade is a phrase. You might have never heard that. I don't know if it makes any sense or not, but I know it's a phrase. Red would probably be the strongest player. He's top scorer. He's got really strong units, and very fast units too. I wouldn't say it's a very Florida expression because there's not a lot of shade here. It is the Sunshine State, but yeah. I also have a feeling that, like, green might be able to talk his way out of this. Let's see. Let's see. He says, guys. Now, unlike teal, green still has trade. Green still has some eco. I like how yellow is giving tips to purple right now on how to get snipes. Let's see. It always sucks when you're trying to talk to people and they just continue to murder you. Not a fun time. Green's still trying to defend and is still doing some damage. But probably is going to run out of resources pretty quickly here. Is trying to evacuate now. Let's look at the full stockpile. Ooh, Lava Lands could go for a wonder. Has the resources for a wonder. Ooh, that would be interesting. Yellow seems a little confused. Didn't know that green was being attacked. Of course, yellow doesn't have, vision on a lot of this. But is gaining that vision now through an alliance with red. Ooh, interesting. And they're talking about where the king could be. Red just moved the king to here. I just noticed that. Wow, and now there's reason for green to want to be allied to yellow. Man, this is a great game. This is very interesting. I thought I had it all figured out. The problem for purple is I think if it's like 1v2, purple can't manage. You need to whittle them down one by one. Purple needs to rely on the sneak and the Diplo. A player like red or yellow, I think, could manage, being on their own, like a 1v2. They seem, especially Elephant, honestly, seems to be the strongest of everyone. Immediately after gaining red as an ally, we see petards from yellow. He's going to try and sneak into some castles, probably. Green still hasn't chatted much, but is going to ally teal, which... Oh, sorry, Arms. I don't know if you're still here, but... The person who helped kill you just allied you. What? Huh? Sorry. I don't know. What? Why'd that happen? Arms? Did you not like my joke? Did you do that? Whoops. I don't know what happened there. Purple talking about red. And over to gray. And Slayer says, he dies next. Give me like 5 minutes. Let's hope green goes down fast. Well, I've got news for you. Green isn't going anywhere. And green has watched those great blue coffee games. And he is going to choose to bring this king and bring some villagers here to keep this king protected for a long time. I think gray just noticed this. War galley upgrade on the way. And now also some docks. Yellow says, how many petards for destroying a castle? Elephant, I'm so disappointed. How do people not know this? It is 5 for a TC, it's 8 for a castle. Actually, if there's HP upgrades, you might need 9. Oh boy, here we go. How do you guys not have a very specific number of petards memorized for destroying buildings? What is wrong with your life? I'm kidding. It's actually very understandable you might not know that. That is enough, though. Ah! He's going right by it. He thinks it's over here, guys. Oh, purple! No! Wait, what? Purple's gonna try and take this one. And yellow... Oh my god, how many petards does he have? He's got petards coming out of his ears. Oh, come on, Red, what are you... Red is... Cryptics, you have a problem, bro. How does this keep happening to you? The fact that this happened to him in the last time he was in a video. And now it's happening again. Oh, God. Now, did he notice this? Now, Gray could just turn and Red is dead right now. Oh, he's in Gray's castle. Ooh, and Gray can't kill him here because it could kill his king. Ooh, fascinating. Also, purple didn't have to turn here. Another good thing for purple. Yellow is now telling Gray to eject the king and kill red, which he has not done, as we have a wonder being constructed and denied. This is where Cryptix was focused. That makes sense now. Please don't destroy your own wonder. Please don't. Okay, resources gone for green. That's bad. Red is now running. And red is going to survive this. Watch him. I want him so badly to go into this castle. If you've been around for a while, you probably know the drill by now, but I've been so infatuated with the game that I haven't thanked some of the people for subbing and supporting this whole thing. But hey, Debris, Zero Cool, Adelaide, Bear, Clemmy, Batting Devon, Mensha, K-Trad, thank you. First time back in a bit. It means a lot, guys. It was a great subpocalypse after Hidden Cup. Dropped a bunch of subs and then it was gone for a week and a half. So it's been good to build back up a bit today. Yellow, they coming for you, says purple. Because they're talking. Yeah, they're all talking about this. So red stayed alive because Gray doesn't want to finish him yet. I guess because green is still a threat. And green, able to bring the Navy over, is going to probably finish this wonder. So, which means they might all need to work together to then go against green. Man, this is fascinating. Purple didn't want to make a move against red yet. Man. Someone says, please check to see if yellow has armor on his eagles. I'm pretty sure he does. Yeah, he'll have full armor because they're on the full armor's in on the Jags. Yellow says change of plans. And purple now to gray. So purple's going to yellow, going to red, going to everyone. It says we have to take red, he's too strong. So they want to take red out. I mean, just put petards in his castles. You could put 50 petards in each castle. He's never going to realize or have no problem with it. That's what I've learned. Slayer says, I know, but yellow and green are a problem. And that's the predicament they're in, guys. Because there's a worry here that if red isn't there to help, green wins the game or yellow wins the game. And I fully understand Slayer's thinking. Look how inaccurate some of these organs are. Now, that actually helps them against big groups, but that's insane. Look at... Yeah, that's the reason they're actually strong. They changed the accuracy on them. Changing the accuracy actually helps them against big groups because they hit so many different shots. Siege Onagers coming over. Would not suggest to use organ guns to take out towers, by the way, because this will happen. Yellow has trade still running. Down here to Orange's market. Hides if you're out there, buddy. Your market helps your teammate. What a legendary snipe from purple. Purple's still got a really interesting story to tell here, but green is not out this game yet. Sucks for green that he's Malians, though. Malians don't get galleons, which always kind of bothered me because it has a ring to it. But, you know, they don't get galleons, they don't get bracers, so it's one of the worst naval civilizations in the game. But the wonder's going to go up, and then there will be a countdown, which, again, if yellow shows a lot of resistance, is going to mean that the others have to think about maybe going for green instead. Rams will just be killed off. Great attack rounds here from Elephant. And Baron now wondering where Green's king is, but Green brought his king to the island. He was able to escape. And he can win this game. And he will have no allies at this point. I mean, realistically, he's kind of got a soft alliance with Green, but Green's not Did I say green? He is green. Sorry, yellow. But yellow's like indirectly helping. Yellow's not actively going to help the wonder situation. Do Malians get fast fire? I think they do. I actually don't know. I just know that lacking Bracer and lacking Galleon makes them one of the worst naval civilizations in the game. I think they get that. They might even get heavy demo, but... Countdown will start, and that'll make really... that'll make for a lot of thinking here. And red just seems to want gray and purple to go after yellow. Purple will not do that. Purple's going to kill red, isn't he? Let's look. Still has that. That's not enough, though, even if the king was there. Yellow says, red truce. Green has wonder. Red says, after you trying to snipe me, 11. And gray says, no, yellow, you must die so our alliance may live. Yeah, but Cryptix, to be fair, didn't gray have freaking petards in your castles? Doesn't purple have? I guess he doesn't know purple has petards in his castles. Everyone here has tried to snipe you, bro. There's the wonder. And there's castles. This is a serious threat. Yellow says, this way we both lose. Like, listen, dude, I get it. I might deserve to be attacked, but, like, we're both going to lose if you keep attacking me and we ignore green, and red does not seem to care. Grace has tried to get me to betray red. I think is blaming this all on yellow. Interesting. And now green figures I need no help. I'm going to turn on everyone. It is me against the world. Turns on purple, and then also turns on yellow. And is going to commit everything towards this, defending this wonder. Cryptic says, Celts don't know defeat. Pogo! Pogo! Oh, God, I shouldn't make those noises. It's going to be added to the sound mod. But that is what the Woad Raiders do. And purple continues to make petards. But yeah, if purple kills red, it still doesn't do anything about the wonder. I'm trying to think about this. And I think that they all should ally and go after the wonder right now. The fact that they don't do this, I think, adds some real potential for the player with Malian Galleons, 122 of them to be exact, to win this game. Purple says, guys, we have to ally and take green. Big fight continues. Big egos here, right? The Jags and the Woad Raiders. If there were any warriors even that would have an ego, it would be the Woad Raiders and the Jaguar Warriors. I mean, come on. Yellow says, yes, red, let's ally. Especially after winning a fight. Winning a fight and then saying let's ally comes with a lot more power to it, I would say. Gray said it may need help on water for this. I guess Gray's talking about adding docks to go deal with this. Actually, what do they see? Do they see that? So they do see most of it. They realize how bad it is. Oh, I didn't realize Gray had this navy. Okay, so here's the thing. Caravels are amazing against galleons. Caravels should be ridiculous against war galleys. This is where you need fast fires. Red is calling purple out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Honestly, purple deserved this. Purple has not been helping in a long time, and red is like, listen, are you going to help me here? And purple immediately talks, which is best for him, and says, we need to take green, stop fighting. And now yellow says, purple, let's kill red. Oh, God, what do you do if you're Baron right now? The biggest struggle for purple has been choosing a side. Purple has been able to make it this far, playing both sides. But you have to make a choice here. And both players are stronger than you. What are you going to do? Oh! Oh, I'm so blind. Oh, hold on. Hardy, can we, we're just going to edit this out. Okay? Because I thought that green would defend this for a while. Just edit it out. We don't want YouTube to know I missed it. Okay. Just go back a little bit. Okay. All right. Ladies and gents. Oh my God. Gray is making a move on the Wonder and Green. No, Green. Oh, the Wonder, no. Oh, man, I really thought Green had a chance, but not anymore. I mean, Green had the numbers, but just was not prepared for the cannon galleons. That's an embarrassing one. Green might not be able to build another one, and Green cannot afford to build another one. So now there's all this Navy. I mean, you can stay alive, but there's not much more to live for. Purple says red, ally yellow, yellow, ally red, or go neutral. We have to go for green. Well, the situation has changed because there's no longer a Wonder. Yes, in theory, green could be a problem later on, but these galleons now protect nothing. Of course, they don't know. Like, he is trading out there, so that could be a lot of gold income. Oh, gray is in the trade from yellow. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts big time. And yellow is asking gray for neutral now. So everyone's going to go neutral. And actually, gray allies yellow. So some of the trade will continue to run. And it seems like they're all going to go after green now. Okay, so remind me, guys, how neutral works. Let's talk this out. So if you're neutral on somebody, you can still attack them, but you don't auto-attack them. Meaning you could, like, right-click this barracks, but if you sit next to the barracks, it doesn't automatically attacking them. It's obviously a sign that maybe they don't trust each other. I find it very weird that now that the Wonder's dead, they're all allying. It's like when the Wonder's up, it makes sense to all team up. They did the job. They took out the Wonder. And now, like, they've encountered a situation where continuing to fight each other makes sense. And now they don't do it. And this explains it. Red says, what happened to the Wonder? And Gray says, I killed it. So now red might be like, screw that. And green says, I am not so good at this game. Well, green, you're not the first person to have said that in this game. You actually had a great game. You just got surprised and you're stuck. I could see why you'd feel that after the Wonder predicament, though. That's tricky. Yellow, the player who doesn't have a single dock, says, all move water. Yeah, you moving on water there, bro? Yeah, great effort. Great effort from yellow to compete on water. Wow, incredible. Purple's on water. Gray's on water. Red's on water. Whoa, holy fish traps, Cryptics. What the? But yellow's like, yeah, guys, I'll be right there. Well, let's be honest. They don't need 4 people to go on water. I mean, green... I want to look at this right now. So green still has a lot of war galleys in queue. Actually has a transport as well. Just doesn't have the pop space. I want to see. Like, green's got trade, guys. And green is buying stone. Look at the stone count. We're going to have Wonder Part 2. Wonder Part 2. In theaters next year. Make sure you don't forget about it. Wonder. Wonder. And Wonder. No. Hold on. He's going to do it. Wonder. Okay, he's not doing it. He's fighting right now. There's strong navies out there. There is computer breaking navies out on the seas. Yellow is going to add docks, so is going to contribute. The lag is real right now. And Cryptic says, Teal, you need to leave, bud, making game lag. Yes, Arms, if you are here, I saw, thank you for the resub, by the way. Arms, if you still have the game up, if you could close it. It could be possible it's showing a clock next to you even if you're gone, because DE is weird sometimes. Wonder! I mean, it just feels like that's the only play for green right now. Has the wood, has the gold, has the stone. So could do it. It's going to take forever to build. And now everyone's coming on Navy. Like, there's just no way. I think... I mean, if Gray did it on his own last time, yeah, Gray's going to be able to find an opportunity again. But I think the transport that was in queue from green is important. I don't know where it went. Maybe it went down, but... Oh, here we go. Wonder! Okay, here we go. Wonder Part 2. But, you know, the transport could be good for the king to make a run for someone's base. Where are the petards for purple right now? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Red is being attacked, but it's the wrong castle. It's the wrong castle. And Red said before this, got enough petards, purple? The man does not fear petards. He doesn't care about your petards. And he'll ally you again, I'm sure, because that's what Cryptix tends to do. It is the castle you least expect the king to be in. And somehow Cryptix isn't dead. They seem to respect each other. Purple's has had to try. And, well, we'll see what happens. We'll see if they ally each other. The Janissaries could be a big problem if they survive the castle fire. But right now, a lot of them is going down to the castle fire. Green lost this wonder. Not going to go back for that one. It was just barely under construction in the first place. So that's another 1,000 wood, 1,000 gold, 1,000 stone down the drain for a player who really doesn't have a lot of gold income, but does still have trade. It is, and really, you might need to sit down before you hear how big this number is. 4 gold per trip. So it's going to take a lot of trade to get more gold, to buy more stone, to build a wonder. But 4 gold per trip is better than 0. All the Janissaries went down. Red says Gray attack purple. I think Gray is going to be there to support Red. And now Yellow is back. And man, oh man, as this game had so many twists and turns. Dang. Schwindy says Gray should have allied after all the trade was dead. Lol. Yeah, that could have been a good move. Thanks for the resub. Thank you, Steinbeck, for the resub where Steinbeck said T90 blind. Thanks for that. Arms, thank you. Great game as well. Very unlucky with your starting position, I would say. Don't be too down on yourself. Thank you, Dakub, for the new Prime. Will we see a snipe here as Yellow continues to make progress? This king moved from this castle. Hold on a second. How did that castle go down? This is why we don't think subs. This is why we don't think subs. What happened here? It must have happened on my screen. Was that Yellow? I assume it was Yellow as yeah, okay. All right, you guys saw it. My bad. Thank you for the 2 years, Hudsmars, and for the most part, we're all caught up. I was not looking at the screen, guys. I was looking at my sub list, okay? Sorry. Oh, God. Okay. So, big navy here from Red. So, he's not going towards green. He's going to try and use this as support from the shoreline, which I don't hate. But wait, where is purple in all this? Purple's still being attacked by red. Okay, so red will lose a lot of trade now to purple. Purple and gray continue to trade. That puts them in a nicer position than the other 3. Having said that, yellow still has trade with orange's market of all things. Oh, gray is getting massacred. Gray is getting massacred. And I mean, it will continue to be massacred too. Purple says, let's go on red, please, to yellow, who's already going after red. Ooh. Gray and red could be the next 2 to go down. And green isn't dead yet. Green is going to escort the king somewhere else. Now, remember, there was a period in time where Labaland was actually allied with yellow and changed that once he went for the Wonder Victory. Yellow didn't really seem to care too much. Yellow researches treason. We'll, of course, get a notification about this king, but also the other kings. Gray doesn't seem to know what to make at the moment. But Gray's got petards. How many times does someone on this team have petards to kill the other? Put him into Cryptix's castle. We know what's going to happen already. I love it. It's been so interesting, right? Like, the one team is in such a dominant position. They just consistently try and plan. And wisely so, right? We talk about it all the time. To kill the others off. But yellow and green stubbornness. And purple's interesting diplomatic situation. has made this incredible. Purple says, just for our sake, guys. I have no idea what I'm doing, but it's been 2 hours and I'm alive. I like that. Where should I boom? Only to you, of course. This is to green. Now, I don't know if green means boom as in explode or boom as in eco boom. It kind of feels like he means boom as in explode. And it's important that yellow gets this message and responds, because this is a real opportunity if that's what it means. Hello, green. Long time no hear. All right. Big moment. Red and gray are toast, guys. Green says, I can boom for you. Okay, so this probably means explosion then. Yellow seems to think a lot of that offer. I like how yellow says anything in return. Because, like, what is he supposed to give green that he can use after he dies? Green says, since you did not betray me, nothing, I am dead anyways. Gray says, I don't know what to do here. We're fighting the wrong person. Where'd the petards go? We're fighting the wrong person, he says. Where are the petards? Where did he put them? Well, in all fairness, it does seem like he might not be attacking his allies this time. He might be going for someone else. He says, yellow will kill us, purple. And they're trying to get purple. He's trying to get purple and red to work together finally. Yellow says, you have my respect. And has told green where to go, apparently. But I didn't see the signal. If anyone saw it, let me know. I have to imagine that would be towards red space. I don't even think it's needed at this point. I actually think the best place for yellow to ask for a boom is in purple's base. You get rid of purple, you finish off red, you finish off gray on your own, you win this game. Purple and gray and red, they all should be up against yellow. But purple is scared to be up against yellow now. It's becoming more clear how good yellow is. Oh, God. Does yellow trust purple? They're allied right now. But purple and red are not. It's a weird situation. Ooh, Cryptic says, yellow, we know purple is a snake. Help us take him down first. Oh, ho, ho! Those are fighting words right there. Yellow says, no, I like him. His nice little pet snake. He crosses his fingers. Wow, look at yellow change the chat settings. Does he have hotkeys for this? Oh, God. Oh, you could tell he was chatting. He's lost the fight horribly. But we respect it anyways. He's chatting to them. He's chatting to us. He's been a Diplo god here. There are hotkeys to go to those menus. I don't do it. And green is making a move. Red is trying to chase this down. One of these transports has the king, and one of the transports has the people. The king, even in the brink of defeat and destruction of his civilization, still refuses to ride with the common folk. Just despicable, honestly. The king deserves death. Oh, man. I will not sail with those swine! Gray making big progress. Gray and yellow now against each other when they weren't before. I think it makes sense for gray to do this. Where is the king? There he is. Okay, here come the people. The people still so blind to the true character of the king are happy to lay down their life for him. And here goes the king from green. Green was turned on by red, and he was turned on by gray, and he's not happy about it. And gray signaled this king. But what do you do about it? I don't think there's much you do. Gray warns red that he needs to leave. And will red recognize in time? The king has died. Red is running. He can only flee so far. Maybe a transport ship could be needed. The TC won't protect you. The explosion will happen. Green is out of the game. I think red could die as well. There's a slight chance it's on the edge. Slight chance. King is dead for red. Cryptix is out of the game. Gray's still alive. Purple's still alive. And then, of course, yellow's still alive. But green did a solid there for yellow because he felt like yellow was the nicest to him. Even though the original team, the original squad, was gray and red. That's the way to do it, by the way. That's the way to do it, right? Someone betrays you. That's how you use the explosion. Now things get interesting. Gray right away says, okay, Perp, you and me take down red. And now red is already dead, so he needs to retype it. And he says, I mean yellow. And then purple says, after red, yes. Okay, purple. Guys, red is dead. Okay, all right. Gray's explaining it. There might be a mourning period here for purple where purple needs to accept that, oh no, red and I win through a lot. We really need to get past this. And okay, green blew him up. Purple's now been informed. And now he did say after red. So that should mean now. And now yellow's going over to purple. And he's like, hey, purple, I'll let you win. And this is all coming at purple very, very fast here. Yellow says, I'll let you win if you stay out of this fight between me and gray. I wanted to see, are there any sneaky petards in any buildings over here? What about here? Anything? Nope, just a bunch of fakes. Purple doesn't even seem to understand how he's alive. But the answer is good diplomacy, right? Would you guys agree? I think Purple's starting spot was really good. Out of the way and in the south. And played both sides very well. And says to yellow, yeah, dude, I'll stay out of your way. Now, I actually think yellow will give purple the win. But obviously, yellow doesn't have to do that. So in theory, purple, who said I'll stay out of the way and is just going to sit here and spectate this fight. In theory, purple should be planning to kill yellow as yellow attacks gray now. I just don't know if purple can do it. Purple says, if we take him out, now talking to gray, how do you want to end it? What? Gray just got like half his base exploded, dude. He's not in a position to hold from this. What is Gray up to? Gray's probably very distracted. No chatter from Gray. Not a lot of army on the field. Says there's 90 army. I think some of that's on water, though. Yeah, a lot of that's still on water. Which, of course, means nothing right now. Purple, you would have to move now, honestly. Like, normally you have a little bit more time. Gray says, purple, please. I think Gray is asking for support. Gray is asking for help. Any type of military would be so needed here. Gray does not have the Fatoria in the north. Gray's king is waiting for a transport ship to flee. Gray is pretty much out of the game at this point. Now, yellow said, if you stay out of it, I will give you the win. But purple won't know to believe that or not. So purple might not stay out of it, which would mean yellow would then fight purple and win the game. What do you think, guys? You're in purple's position, knowing what purple knows. Do you believe that yellow will give you the win? Yes or no? I think it's very hard to answer. I would say no, because you turned on him sometimes. You never expect the top guy is going to give you the win. Look at him. He's still putting petards into the castles. So he's getting the orange's castles, so he could be close enough to yellow. Ooh, yellow killed a bunch of vills from our army space. Wait! What is this? I don't know if this is intentional. Gray is also sailing away with the king. Is it? I assume it goes into Orange's castle. Is that just where he's sending the petards and he thought the king was a petard? Oh, God. There's no way that was intentional. I think he sets the rally point there. Thinks, oh, I have a petard in that castle. Boop. And ejects it. And his own fakes on his castles with the flags have faked himself out. What was that? Hold on. What was that? What just happened there? Yo, Gray from Narnia. Holy crap, Slayer. I mean, that's sick. It doesn't work, but I remember him building this up like 15 minutes ago. And he tries. He fled with his king, and he tried to make a move. Oh, man, a bit unfortunate with the pathing there. And, yeah, he never really had a shot, but I respect it anyway. Salutes in chat, please, for Gray. That was sick. I think Yellow did notice that. It's funny, Yellow, who didn't make a lot of Navy before... Wait, what? Now Yellow's transporting petards? Oh, this game's crazy. Yellow didn't have a lot of Navy before. He needs it now to kill Gray, but I don't think he knows Gray is out there. We've seen more petards in this game than maybe any game ever, except for like the weird petard, the crazy petard mods we had in the past where the petards did a lot more damage. You could destroy trees. Purple's king in jeopardy, but Purple said he'd stay out of it. Purple so far has stayed out of it. Gray's king in jeopardy, but protected by a navy. What? Tell me Gray's enough for a wonder. Gray is enough for a wonder, guys! Gray is enough for a wonder! What? What? Purple says there are more trees to be pulled. Purple's wife is calling him again. He had to go pull a tree before the game, and he's he doesn't want to tell his wife, babe, you know those community games I watch on YouTube? I'm in one. Purple says, I may have to play Kingmaker. Gray was loyal to the end. Was he? I don't even... It was such a mess over here, honestly. I don't even know. Oh, no, Purple, don't... Oh, Purple! Oh, no! They ran... Guys, we ran out of budget for the film. They're cutting it off too early. The show could have gone on for a couple more seasons. What? What is wrong with them? Why would they do this to us? Here goes the king from Purple. Gray is going to try and win it with a wonder. Does Yellow see this? What do you even do? And Purple says, Gray, I'm going to kill my king for you. He's now in the castle with Yellow. Yellow just researched treason to find out where Gray is and is coming to the same conclusion we were. Purple says, GG, buddy. Allies to the end. He's going to kill himself, and Yellow needs to run. Oh, crazy. Slayer says, GG, man, thank you, and Yellow's on the move. Yellow's on the move. Yellow doesn't have to pull trees. Yellow's whole evening is free for this. Can he survive? Yellow's going to survive. He noticed it. He even called GG to Prupp when that happened. Now, he's lost this entire base, but we have ourselves a game here. Gray, if there was ever a time to build that wonder, it is now. It has to be immediate. Resources are there. You build it. Build it ASAP, and it's just a water game. Crazy, Yellow, that you survived that. And... Guys, all of Purple's garrisoned units... I actually don't... I don't know where this is coming from, but I'm just enjoying all of Purple's random units streaming across the map right now. Alright. So... I want to see a wonder victory attempt from Yellow as well. Straight up wonder race. Yellow, that's your only way. How many vills are building this one? Yellow says, do we have time for this, Green? What do you say we solve it another way? I mean, he meant to say Gray. There's 20 or so villagers there. I don't know if Yellow has enough. But Yellow did have the resources to maybe quickly buy some stone and try it. But it's too late now. Wonders take so long to build. Gray says we do have time for this. And here's the problem. Yellow has 90 army. Basically, it's all land army, right? None of that is on water. So this position for Gray is already has a big head start with production. And Baron says, apparently I couldn't get him. I thought you were pulling trees. Go pull trees, Baron. Baron, if you didn't have such an amazing game already, I would be slightly, like, a little bit more disappointed. I really feel like losing Baron here makes this a lot tougher on yellow. Maybe that was the intention. That's still random units from purple intertwined with yellow. Yes, what can yellow possibly do? I mean, it is a long time. It still takes however much longer it takes to build the wonder. But then you have to compete on water somehow. With Aztecs against Portuguese. I mean, Portuguese are one of the best naval civilizations in the game. Wait a second. How many relics does he have? So, it's Relic and Wonder Victory enabled. In theory, he could get this relic. Are there more monasteries? I think relics get destroyed by explosions from kings. Is there only 2 relics? Yeah, the relic lost 1 HP. Somehow. Just explosion things. Oh, God. Yellow, delete some units and give me this monk. I need to know. I don't know if Yellow's thinking of it. So, I have this memory of a game where... Wow, this is so crazy. I haven't thought of this in so long. All right, guys. I'm going to say the moment. And if you can guess which player did this and what game it was... You get my admiration for at least 5 minutes. Okay, it was a Pilgrims game. We had someone with siege onagers and a transport ship hop out onto an island and onage down a transport ship which had a king in it. Okay? Siege onagers in a transport hopped out, killed a transport ship with a king in it. You guess that name, you might even get a virtual cookie as well. I don't remember whose king was killed. I remember who killed the king. Nobody's got it. Oh, it's been too long then. How about I give you a hint? It's an event I need to do again. And I'm hoping to plan. You guys are saying a lot of community game names. Because it's community game settings. No, not Hidden Cup. Okay, it was Regicide Rumble. Alright, and it was Ganji. Ganji did it. You guys are all wrong. Wow. And you guys say you watch all my videos. What are you doing? What are you doing? It was epic play. Did they chat more? Oh, Yellow was laughing about a ship somewhere. Okay, first relic's in. Does Yellow see the other relic? I swear, man. There's a chance relic victory. And relic victory's 200 years. Please, Yellow. Please, please, please. I wish I could intervene and pass along information. I'm only seeing 2 relics. Those are sheep. Someone says purple has the other relics. Am I blind? Don't answer that. Where's the monastery? I don't see it. Well, Yellow's not going over there. Yellow does have trade, and Yellow's building up navy. Another civ that doesn't get galleon. Strode says, was that the game where King Boo and I did the exact same strat? No, it was one of the pro games, Strode. No offense, of course. It was like, I mean, the game with Ganji was like Regicide Rumble 2, I think, and it had a lot of really like 2K plus big names, you know? Baron has the game up in his garden right now. Do you have neighbors that live close by? Like they could listen over the fence, Baron? Should I be quiet? Don't want to disturb the peace of the neighborhood. You know, your neighbors are out there grilling. Gray says, I didn't think I'd make it this far. Hey, don't get too excited. Don't get too excited. Yellow's coming with a force. Yeah, do the neighbors have Amazon Prime? Do they know they can subscribe to one Twitch streamer a month for free? It's completely free. Yeah. Yellow says, I thought I was dead when everyone else was against me in orange. Yeah, it's been a crazy journey for both of these guys. This has been an amazing game from these two. And Yellow's actually winning. Yellow's actually winning this. Because Yellow has resources. Yellow has resource income. Gray is out of wood and is out of gold. Spent everything on the navy that he has right now. The castles and then this wonder. And it is a beautiful wonder, I must say. I do wonder what's in those barrels and what's in those boxes. But it's a beautiful wonder. Yellow doesn't care about the freaking wonder. And Yellow's going to win. How? Yellow should have been dead. Yellow should have been dead. Crazy. Yellow should have been dead so many times. Orange exploded. He lost his ally. You know, the explosion affected Yellow. He lost his whole base when Purple decided to play Kingmaker. It is interesting. Schwindy points out that Gray never finished off all of the trade from Yellow. That was the biggest thing for Yellow. Always finding trade. Even still trading with Purple here. Easier said than done. But Gray is going to lose this wonder, and Gray is going to lose this game. Well, actually, wait. Aztecs don't get cannon galleons. Ooh. Right? Am I right? I feel like no Civ should not have, like, a siege ship. Or no Civ should not have a siege ship. I feel like they should get, like, basic cannon galleons. I forget if they did recently or if that's being... I forget. But you would have to bring, like, Trebs, which takes time. I think Aztecs, Mayans, and Incas don't get cannon galleons. But maybe... I don't know. I'm stuck mentally on that. They might have received them recently. Obviously part of a lot of discussions behind the scenes. Wonder still hasn't been attacked. King is still alive. 280 years. Will there be enough from Yellow? Let's just double check. Yellow stockpile. Yeah, I mean, there's trade. There's wood. There's food. Everything's fine there. Yellow, it's just a matter of getting the tools over here. When a wonder's up, you always have vision on it, so that's no problem for Yellow. Even if Yellow was far away, you would have vision on the wonder. The problem is that, you know, the upgrades for Gray and just the ships are stronger, so... And Yellow, a little hesitant to go underneath the castle fire. But if you have the resources, it's probably worth it. And here comes Elephant waltzing on in. Transport ships as siege onagers and Trebs. He cleared out the space for it. And here he is. And it's time to meet your maker here, Slayer. Your wonder will crash down. The king might be next. And he's going to call the GG. Don't call GG before the wonder gets destroyed. Don't call GG before the wonder gets destroyed. No, I want to watch it. Guys. Oh, thank you. Okay. All right. All is good. The game ends. And what a game from Elephant. Remember, there was a period when this game started where it was looking like it was going to be pretty much like blue, orange, and yellow against the rest. Now, purple, of course, was playing both sides. That was the whole thing. But blue went down, right? Killed by purple. That explosion then damaged the team. So then it's 2 people against like 4 or 5. Then Hides gets killed by purple as well. Like purple was just cannibalizing this whole, well, not cannibalizing, but you know, just killing off all of Yellow's allies. Yellow diploed amazing in this game. That is the biggest thing I want to salute him for. You could talk about the skill and being a good player, whatever. But in many ways, in my opinion, that is like an overrated skill, actual gameplay skill. I think interacting with people. He went to purple at one point, or somebody at one point, and said, "No, we need you." After they tried to kill him. They tried to kill him. This is legendary diplomacy. Maybe I didn't hype it enough in the game. It was just so good when I think about how he played this. And then, of course, he had to fight on like land and water. It was such a great game from him. So GG to him. Obviously, GG to everyone else. I do have a slight message. Cryptics, if you were in the chat. Stop letting people put petards in your castles. The frequency in which petards have entered your castles the last couple times I've seen you in community games. I'm concerned for you. I am. I don't know if, like, some people have trust issues. Some people are too trusting. Maybe that's it for you. That has become quite clear. That's just my tip to you, Cryptics. Everybody else, though, super well played. I mean, you have green, you had blue, you had teal. I mean, some people had some really difficult instances in this game that they had to fight through. Situations in this game they had to fight through, and they fought valiantly. Also, I want to give a special shout out to Purple as well. Purple played both sides brilliantly. Did seem to lack some confidence as a player. Like, I'm sure that the KD will indicate that Purple was not as active as maybe some of the others, but did a good job. Again, diplomatically, that's what these games are about. Diplomacy and everything else. So, GG. Yeah. That was an epic game, guys. Again, in these games where alliances change and trade goes down, a big key of it all is getting your eco back up and running and finding trade. I know the relic gold's there, but really it was just you lose trade, you find an opportunity, you add trade. And that's always one of the biggest things. I think what's funny is, and God, I just can't stop talking about this game. You're going to think I'm crazy, but I want to go back to, like, if you watch the whole game with me, I want to point something out that allowed yellow to succeed here, okay? What I always say, when there's one team against, like, one guy, is you have to focus on killing that one guy, but you have to get the timing right where you can backstab your teammates when you eventually kill the guy. The problem was the position for gray and for purple and for red and for green. It was too good. Where, like, sure, they felt like, oh, I could probably kill off an ally right now, and it's not going to matter if the other guy's still alive. It was too good. It was too commanding of a position. And then so red turns on gray turns on red, purple turns on him, green turns on him. It just, like, the whole team fell apart. It was really fun. Whew, what a game. Okay, I'm going to shut up now, but I hope people enjoyed this game, and I hope that, it was a good time. Yada, yada. Hope you enjoyed the game. Obviously, leave a comment of your favorite part or whatever on YouTube, and that is that.